Alright, here we go. This is a 3v3 on Thar between the green team in the upper left-hand corner, ThyTombStone in the Gothic Warthog. Be sure to check out his channel on my video description and my channel description. Minx in the Star Neo, and coolreddj26 in the Beta Bomber. And their opponents in the bottom right-hand corner, the red team, DiabloLv in the Shark Neo, dude9599 in the Steampunk Warthog, and BStria in the normal standard bomber, setting up rebels here. Rebels are very, very common nowadays. Everybody has been using rebels and jackals like crazy, as light units have become surprisingly effective and viable recently, and it's just ridiculous actually how the main unit compositions have been just really changed. A lunchbox going down here for green. Apparently I don't know what they're planning to do with that lunchbox, because that might have been an accidental grab, but boomers going down here by, I think that was Minx. She was the one with him in queue, and I think Cool Red also had them. And actually, we do see Thai over here on the right side trying to do a quick capture. He actually doesn't have anything in queue, so this usually, instead of like an early cheese or early close cap, these are usually for distraction purposes, or not necessarily distraction, but it's really a form of harassment where it will force many mechs to go back to this area. And for example, Thai was able to get rid of that moneymaker. So and this early capture and this early moneymaker kill really does have a great effect on the economy for the other team. So what we have been seeing nowadays, instead of doing a lot of units being sent to distract or harass or something, a lot of times what we're seeing is just a quick infantry drop at an outpost to neutralize it and possibly capture it. Thigh going down to that tank right there, but yeah, instead of seeing someone trying to capture it to hold for maybe the early close cheese, now we do see the infantry going down for a lot of the teams, and trying to BStria doing a lot of harass here, going with the standard bomber right now. The damage is nerfed, and it is being she's using the standard melee attack, but it's only a double swipe now, so I think it's right now 2/3 of its normal damage if you use a variant. But she is using the Manta Strike, and actually was able to take a lot of Saki units down here. Every single one is gone except for that. Except for these two that Thai has been able to save. But the harassment still has not stopped, and green team is still scrambling to try to take her down. And in the meantime, green has been able to take this. Oh, not green, but there has been some red infantry dropped here, and BStria still hasn't been killed. Thai is really scrambling to do what he can, but I mean, at this point, you should probably queue up a Seeker or something. But the thing is, they're so credit starved because of all those moneymakers being dead, and Thai is also the one with the moneymaker, so he is going to have to be the one to rebuild. And in the meantime, green is actually also doing, Cool Red is actually doing some harassment of his own, trying to take down a Saki unit, but Diablo is here to defend. He does get the EMPF. I'm pretty sure he will be able to finish off Cool Red, which he does, actually, the tank, or that Seeker does, but that was all due to Cool Red's EMP there. And finally, they do take out BStria, but now that took a lot of green time and to defend that, and red now, as a result, has a lot more, definitely still been able to keep control of mid, was able to retake this outpost, and now the fight is for this middle outpost. It does go neutral, but and it's a 2v2 right here in the middle. The other members really have to come and help. The green will be able to actually take this because of the infantry, the creeps that are coming in, and this last tank will probably be cleaned up. Oh, dude, 2 boomers do go down, and you know what, I have actually seen quite a lot of boomer kills, in terms of mechs getting killed by boomers on the ground, because they've been being spammed so much recently because of their effectiveness. Cool Red does get killed there, but yeah, the boomer kills on mechs actually have been much more prominent, and Minx cloaking to get away, but Diablo trying to find her. Oh, and she does get killed by the following Seeker missile, and probably even if that wasn't there, Diablo would have gotten that kill. But now the mid still is not claimed yet. BStria doing a quick run over here just to see if green has been able to take that at all. Both corner outposts are still completely empty, completely presenceless. That's probably not a word, but yeah, there hasn't been anyone taking them yet, and that's not as character, especially in a 3v3. You kind of see, and Thigh getting chased down by 2 of the members of the red team there. Red does have mid, but yeah, you do typically see a lot of a dude going straight for not necessarily hero hog because it is the front door, but well, I guess technically it is because there is no supporting units, just going straight for the attack, and it is actually doing pretty good job. And he is dancing around these two green players very well. One really should land, and the other one, they really should need a high-low here. Thigh does go drop down to the ground, and they will finally be able to finish dude, but after a really long harassment period, and he did get quite a lot of good damage off. But see, at this point, the corner is once again not taken yet. What you normally see in a 3v3 is probably at least one, especially since there's 6 players. Oh, and now there has been a tank dropped by Diablo. He is a Neo, so he is going to be able to cloak. He probably will be able to get away here. No, Diablo is getting taken down by Thigh. But yeah, oh god, I'm not able to finish my point because stuff keeps happening. But yes, oh, Thigh going down again. The corners are usually 1 out of the 6 players. There is this 3v3, there are 6 players on the team. 1 is usually grabbed by at least one of those 6 players. At least not grabbed, but they usually try to start it even in the middle of quarter 1. You kind of typically see that once, especially once you start to shift to mid game, which pretty much is right now because the outposts. They have been able to really claim mid, and the initial outposts have been taken. Thigh almost getting away here. Oh, he does. Wow, what a great Viking dance. Up and down, gets away from 2 players, and gets right back to his outpost. Oh, but really close. He is getting focused over this outpost. He really needs some support, really. If I were him, I might even ping. But they do give up on that attack. But, oh, and they do get Cool Red close to this middle outpost. But yeah, I'm really surprised. Finally, BStria. Oh no, that was Diablo. Diablo finally dropping a tank here, and actually at the bottom island, which is actually the not as heavily defended technically as the top island, because the top is defended by not top island, but the top right corner is defended by T99s, and Cool Red doing, I'm not really sure, just Manta striking in here. I don't know if he brought any units. If he did, they're dead now, so that was not really that effective. Getting taken down by Diablo and dude there. But yeah, this top right corner, BStria, I think, or Diablo getting the rampage there. But this top right corner has 3 T99s, whereas here, pretty much you drop 1 tank and it kills everything in sight. You drop 1 right here, it kills this hat, it kills this Seeker. Oh, sorry, this hat and this Seeker, and it'll kill these 2 Jackals, and then all that's left are these 2. So you are pretty open to take it after that with just a single tank. Just a single tank, and it really does the job. So that's what you do see a lot, especially from the bottom right team, especially because they do have this outpost. Oh, not actually the bottom right team. You do see that a lot from the upper left team because they have this outpost claimed initially. So a lot of times you do see a tank drop just here or here. Actually, these are the really common positions for just a leave it, set it, and leave it kind of thing. And Cool Red getting air to ground by dude, but Minx is there to defend. Oh, and she does chase away dude there. But now the bottom corner is completely taken by Red. They probably will start putting moneymakers down. And at this point, Red really has the control in this match. They have mid, they have that corner, and look at it's 54 to 105 upkeep difference right now, and they have more than double. Well, at this point, it's about double, a little bit less than double the upkeep, and upkeep is actually very similar in supply to supply in StarCraft, where in terms of numbers of units, you really can't tell who has the advantage because one team can have a great unit advantage in numbers just by having a lot of lighter units, but the upkeep does really have a better representation of who's ahead in the army count. Thigh getting taken down by Diablo there, not able to retreat fast enough, and he did get pinned down by the EMP. So yeah, I think if he didn't get pinned down by that EMP, he would have been able to get away fine just in time, because he would have been able to lift off before, just using his best judgment, would have been able to lift off before he was in actual danger. But this does go neutral. It will go to red. Green team is really on the ropes here. They are trying a small tank push. It's only 6 Longhorn and a Dillo, or not a Dillo, and a Bucky there. God, that name just escaped me. And Thigh getting chased down again. High load. Oh, not high load, but Viking dance down. But dude did have that air to ground attack and finished him off on the ground. But that was an insane timing there by Thigh, landing right at the last second before he died. That was pretty impressive, actually. And at this point, Green is really behind. It's just, I don't see any way back for Green. just because, I mean, look at this outpost. This is the only one they have left, and there's nothing there. I guess they can use that outpost to claim the top, but look at all the, there's a lot of infantry and even a rebel here to take them, you know, to take it down. So I don't see green lasting that much longer in this match. This is so, yeah, and Minx almost going down, does get killed by that Seeker, ran out of energy and just got finished there. And now this outpost is red, so green has nothing. Green has nothing at this point, except there are a couple random units out on the field. It is a 36 to 125 advantage on upkeep. Yeah, that upkeep number, just much better representation than just straight unit count in terms of power. But a great counter. All three mechs are over here for green. Those boomers finish off every single red unit in the area, and now red is a little, now they probably will lose this outpost completely. Creeps do go down. This will go to green eventually. Oh yeah, now that last creep is coming in, and green is hopefully, I mean, I would assume they're trying to start to come back a little bit. A couple of infantry going down in the mid, but Minx is really going to get killed very quickly here. She does have a lot of energy, though, so she will be able to cloak away. No, does get caught, and they do see the red numbers pop up, and she does get taken down. Thigh is over here at the top with the tank and 4 infantry, does neutralize it, so they will be able to get back their close outposts. Oh, all this red infantry is here. Oh, and more, and boomers coming down. They will be able to neutralize this, and big tank push. Not too big, but big comparatively, because green has pretty much nothing. Dude gets killed, but there are still quite a lot of red units over here. BStria gets killed along with Diablo, and actually this has been shut down. They have been able to take away a little bit of life from green, but it probably wasn't worth the trade-off in terms of the units they had to sacrifice for that advance. Cool Red going straight for this mid. I would probably advise against that. They really need to go at it with units, and Thar neutralizing this one. At this point, green team is really starting to come back here, and red really just threw away quite a lot of their units there because they were kind of in a rush, you know, to get that early finish. And I kind of would tend to agree with that push, but in hindsight, that was really not a good move. And it's really surprising that didn't work as well as it should have in my head, because there were pretty much nothing. Like, this is kind of what it looked like before the attack. There was pretty much no defenses there. Thigh going down to Diablo. They are trying to do what they can to take kind of random outposts or do whatever random harass they can. And Cool Red, Viking dancing up and down, getting pressured by Dude, does get taken down. But now red does have a great hold on mid. There are a lot of units here, so they kind of are back to where they were. And green is once again back to where they were, trying to struggle to take back these outposts. This does go neutral, but not going to be, you know, it's still going to be back and forth. Thigh getting taken down and chased down by the 2 red players. Double team so impossible, not impossible, but so difficult to get away from. You know, it does happen. It's just really difficult. And now this is green, but and I'm still really surprised that no one took this yet. I mean, it does have 2 sockets. I mean, it's still really beneficial. I would assume one person on the red team would have started working on it. And Thigh coming back here, doing a quick scout, and he does see that this upper corner is not taken by red yet at all. Like, they didn't even clear the T99s. Cool Red trying to do a moneymaker kill. I really don't agree with that at this point. Now Diablo is gonna, and Cool is almost dead. There was a Seeker right in his face and firing into him. I would have just tried to run away at that point. That's probably, if there is a Seeker right in your face and you're not attacking it from behind as a bomber or something like that, you really need to watch out. Keep an eye on your health. If it's going down really quickly, try to get out of there. It's not worth trying to get small kill. Especially now we hit quarter 3. Levels are 776 and 888. The respawn times are probably at the point right now that it's not beneficial to just trade your life for even a moneymaker or even a Seeker or something like that. And kills left and right, both by BStria. And again, another kill, but this time was by Minx on Diablo. But green still has not been able to take this outpost. And this is red again, and it's just so it's just so like favoring red. I still don't see a way back for green. It's just so unlikely at this point. But the thing is, red hasn't been going with the pressure. The funny thing is, even though red has the map control and the economy advantage, green is the one dictating the pace, putting all the pressure on those other outposts, retaking this one. Hey, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, they are pretty much the ones dictating the pace in this game. putting pressure on the unoccupied outpost back and forth, and I don't know why, but Red's not able to keep up. They're just really, really concentrating on fortifying. Like, look at all the units here, have a really great surround. They have a lot of units here. Here's, the back bases are not as important, but the front, the mid and the island, I guess they're just really, really concerned about that. And Cool just sees that this is not that guarded also, but the funny thing is, every single time a green member tries to do a little bit of harassment, 2 red members come back and just completely annihilate them, and it's just, yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone has been in that situation, and Minx going down there to Diablo, actually to the units, but yeah, I'm sure everyone has been in that situation where, oh, I know I'm dead, I know we're gonna lose this game, we gotta do something drastic to be able to have have a chance, have a shot at winning. And so a lot of times you do try to do like a quick ninja capture or some quick harass and take down as much board health as you can, and that's kind of what Green is doing, but kind of at the same time they are also fighting back. So it's a really, really good combination of distraction, harass, and actual pushing toward outposts. And Minx does get pinned a little bit here. She needs to, she does get out of there before the EMP goes off, but doesn't go over the outpost, does go over to the left there. And she does say that was the lag. Yeah, at the time, probably there was a lot of lag. These replays don't really reflect that very well, but yeah, that I know also all of you guys know how lag kills you, how lag kills your control, because it just doesn't accept input during lag spikes, and it's just horrible. It's just horrible. And now Green actually has a lot of, not a lot, but enough tanks around here to defend against these incoming creeps for sure. Minx going down to dude there. A lot of overextending happening on Green team just because that's kind of necessary at this point. They can't just, if they just play it safe, they're really not going to get anywhere. They really need to take some risks, which is what which is what is resulting in all of these kills. But they really do need to take some risks. Or they have been taking a lot of risks, trying to get as far as they can with whatever life they have and etc. to be able to make a comeback in this match, and it's actually kind of working. They have 4 or 3 creeps over here for Thai. They is going to be able to finally neutralize this outpost again. Once again, it's like the 7th time, I swear. But BStria circling over here with Dude in support. They are going to get this focus. Cool Red does try to get away there, but does not succeed. And at this point, they have been able to neutralize this again. And 2 green members go down with only 1 red member in the trade-off there. And ThyTombStone is the only one left. They have not been able to reclaim that outpost. And now Rebel's going down here, and Thai has to just completely do maintenance over and over. And there is a red Bertha hiding in the trees, firing over here, neutralizes this outpost. Tree hiding, I don't know, isn't there a term for that yet? There really needs to be a direct term for that, but hiding units in trees. I've said it a couple times, and I'll say it again, freaking magical, like amazing. If you haven't hid units in trees, do it, and it's yeah. I mean, it confuses spectators, to be honest. So, but red team cleaning up all the units over there, and still it's just a fight for these 2 forward, these 2 close outposts on green side. And Cool Red sees Diablo down there, but can't get that Manta strike off. If I were him, I would probably just try to drop him to the melee, but does get they do both get away there. And dude trying to focus Thai over his own outpost, not really advised there, but oh, and it's a 2v2 in this area, 2 on the ground, 2 in the air for each team, and dude does finish off Cool Red. That was crazy actually. I've never actually seen 2 and 2, 1 on the ground, one in the air for each team. Yeah, there's still a lot of pressure going down on this outpost, and at this point now it is kind of, especially because they have the unit advantage, they have the economy advantage, able to get that. Whoa, why does, okay, anytime you guys hear me say whoa, 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 that's because the client is taking over the controls of the camera, and I just start freaking out in my head, and I don't know which way to go. But yeah, that's kind of what, if you have ever heard me go whoa, 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 that's because I'm not in control of what you or I are seeing at that moment in time. But yeah, going back and forth, dogfighting. BStria almost dead, gonna get taken out by Minx. A little bit too far into enemy territory, too long under enemy fire. But yikes! Once again, a lot of fighting going on. Diablo has to run for his life, and dude contributing in here. There will be a kill on Cool Red and on Minx, and Thai is the only one left here, but he is the Warthog, gonna be good in defense against these abusing mechs coming in. But once again, going back and forth, getting chased, a lot of secret fire, and he will be double teamed over his outpost. God, that focus fire. Focus fire is so OP. I just, focus fire. Okay, but yeah, Cool Red is back, and they are kind of trading off. But the thing is, this red focus fire is being so effective. Dude, almost getting taken down, but they do finish off Cool Red before he gets killed. And now Red, BStria doing some bombing, Diablo doing some shooting. They are going to be able to. I think they're going to be able to re-neutralize this. They really should. I personally think they should just start ferrying units back and forth. But the funny thing is, I actually have not noticed. They are very power starved, even though they have 2 generators here. They have a generator there. They have a generator here. Wow, they actually have quite a lot, and they still are negative. Oh, actually, now they aren't negative anymore. But yeah, they did put a lot of generators down. They have gone back up in power, so they can start producing units again. And at this point, because they have an economical advantage, oh man, and Cool Red actually maxed on credits, and they have 118 power. Net power, and man, why is Cool Red not producing anything? He has 100,000 credits. Come on, Cool Red. Cool Red, you got to start making stuff. But yeah, but Red is really pinned down here, or pinning Green down here, and they do take down Cool Red right there. Minx taking down Dude. I don't know where that was, but. Oh, I guess it was over here. Gotta start looking. But yeah, they are doing a little bit of harassment abuse, and Thigh. You know what? I really commend Green Team for holding out as long as they have. They've been able to really take it to Red Team, even though Red Team has had the map advantage the entire game. They've had the economy advantage the entire game. I guess they pretty much have been on the ropes the entire game, and they've been able to hold out this long and actually retake outposts. Actually, that's not really something you see that often. And the crazy thing is, they're still trying to take these outposts. It's already overtime 1, and Red hasn't been able to take that one or this one completely. And Thigh still cleaning up all the units here. Finally, all these Red units go in, but I mean, that's been the pattern the entire match. Red has not been able to take these these close outposts on Green side, and it's just been, I don't know, I just have no idea how they able to hold on so long. Diablo now finally reinforcing this with Seekers. They really need to start dropping tanks, but the thing is, they are now at 2 power. So I guess the power thing has really been a large impact on these in this match, and Red hasn't been able to push as hard just because they've been power blocked for so long, and now they are at -8. And at this point, I mean, they need to start selling up. Like, this doesn't need this many rebels. Look at all the rebels and tanks over here. They don't need that many. They need to start selling up. Like, this over here, I guess this is okay, but because, you know, it's likely they'll push from here and for here against the fort. And Dude doing a lot of attack here. But yeah, it's likely that those are the areas that they're going to start pushing for the fort. So it's good to have units there because that probably will be the main source locationally for their units. But they need to go back and take these units, sell them off, and rebuild them and pick them up here or something like that. Especially because the majority of the defending ones are rebels. They don't, especially because they have a lot of map control. As long as they have a little bit of map awareness, they don't even need that a lot. They don't even need a lot. But if Red just, you know, sells off a lot of their stuff, just with good map awareness, they will be able to take care of any ninja attack very easily. And now this top right out, or this top middle outpost is still under attack by Green. Red still hasn't been able to capture it and fortify it, and that is directly due to how much power they don't have. Cool Red getting focused there by Dude and Diablo, and Thigh almost getting killed by Dude, and Dude will finish him off with that air to ground. But the thing is, because Thar is such a huge map, you have to guard. Right now, there's 9 outposts on the map, and they have control of 7, including the forts, obviously. But yeah, they only have control of 7. Now there is a small tank push coming out. Actually, it's quite a sizable tank push. I would assume right now, Green is going straight for the fort, and in the meanwhile, they probably will be able to pass up this middle outpost and probably clear the majority, if not all, of Red's units, and be able to take it, actually. So this is the beginning of Green's, I guess, comeback. There are some coming for, oh no, the creeps are actually going for the outpost, and now, these are going down this slope, and I'm not really sure why. I thought that units pushed from the fort go straight over the bridges, but these are all going down this hill, and I'm not. Well, let's see where they go. They were EMP'd for quite a long time, halting their progress for a good while. and these Goliaths going over the bridge. And so now my computer is having a little bit of trouble keeping up with the amount of units on the field. Minx is, wow, Minx is dead. Wow, just landing right there in the middle. That's kind of scary. I don't know why you would really do that. But you know what? Green's push has been shut down. Look at this line of dead tanks. That line of look at all those tanks. They're all dead. Holy moly, that's a lot of dead tanks. And it's a really straight up line. And all those fixers going down, getting all that salvage cred. Dude at 99,000 does have max credits now. And God, this client keeps trying to take control of the camera from me. But anyway, yeah, and now Green slowly getting finished off by Red. Drop after drop after drop. Hero hog after hero hog. They do take a little bit of damage off each time. And dude, yeah, and okay, all three members just coming out, trying to assault this fortress as much as possible. Minx, I'm not sure why, but just holding, I think, holding cloak over that middle outpost for as long as possible. And I guess maybe just to take a look to see if it's even possible to break that. But now Minx calling the GG. Red has been able to take this match. But I really do commend Green for being able to hold off as long as they have. And if you look at the scores, usually you see kind of like a 2-to-1 kind of thing, especially with full map control, like 75% of the time. But here we see closer to, I mean, it's kind of like 2/3, but it's a little more. I'm gonna have to bust out the calculator a little later. I haven't done hardcore math for a little while, and actually Minx going with 4 no units. And only infantry and a longhorn there. But yeah, they were able, as you can see, they had plenty of deaths on the green side, and not as many kills. But you know, kudos to ThyTombStone, Minx, and CoolRed for holding out the way they did. Anyone that loses mid that quickly and loses all the other outposts that quickly is quite amazing. That's quite amazing. This is our UI, and that's game. See you next time.